So surprisingly enough, there's a lot of hate surrounded around the new Gear 5 Luffy Funko Pop. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. So we're going to be discussing people's reactions to the first look at the Gear 5 Luffy Funko Pop. Last night, an account called Bully Boy Collectibles gave us an out-of-box look at the actual final product of the pop, and fans were very, very divided on this. Now, this actually came as a complete surprise to me because so many people hated the first Gear 5 pop. Literally, so many people hated it for not having a mouth. We complained, we complained, we complained. Then we got the new one, and now people are complaining and complaining and complaining. So before we get started on what people don't like about the pop, we do have our question of the day. And that is currently, who is your favorite One Piece character? Let me know in the comments. So probably the biggest critique that people have about this pop is the mouth. A lot of people are saying it looks off or creepy or just weird in detail overall. So here's an in-person look at the Luffy Gear 5 Laughing Pop, and taking a closer look at the mouth there, basically people are saying that the teeth look very jumbled up or the gums make it look very weird. And overall, it looks like he has multiple different teeth in there. And when you compare it to the actual glam shot that we first saw from GameStop, that it looks a little more clean and put together. However, usually the final product pops never look like the actual glam art that we see from Funko. On the left there is another photo that surfaced up from an overseas collector. And as you can see, the teeth do look slightly different, in the black portions being a little wider versus the one that we just saw. And even the eyebrow detail looks different too, where it's better painted on this new photo versus the photo from Bully Boy Collectibles on the right. Now, the little things like that solely have to do with Funko's quality control, but quality control is really difficult when these are mass-produced in the tens of thousands. So this is one of the cases where every single mouth is probably going to look slightly different. And while that is unfortunate, I've kind of just learned to look past little things like that because I know when it's mass-produced, the quality control just isn't going to be perfect. I think what people have to understand is that Funko was literally trying to model it exactly like out of the manga and anime here. And when you take a look at the manga panel of Luffy Gear 5 Laughing, you can see that it does have those upper gums exposed that people have an issue with. And I won't even lie to you guys, when I first initially saw this, I also thought it did look a little weird. But looking past that, overall, it's a great looking figure. The mouth looks really cool, and it adds so much character to the actual pop. So I can look past that because I'm happy that they finally gave the most smiley character a smile. Now, do I think some other One Piece pops that have mouths look a little better than Luffy's mouth? Probably, but theirs are a little more simplified, like Big Mom, for example. You can see she just has teeth and a black space and then lipstick. Another one, Buggy the Clown, where he just has teeth, he's smiling, it's very simplistic. Or Buff Chopper, where his teeth are a little more gritty and he's a little more angry in this pop. I genuinely think this is one of those situations where if you look too hard at it, you're just gonna find a problem with it, unfortunately. And genuinely, I know this is coming from me, where I'm one of the biggest critics, probably in the Funko community. I make videos about it, I talk about pops all the time. I know I have some of the wildest takes out there, very hot takes, where a lot of people don't agree with me, and that's perfectly fine. But I genuinely think the critiques people have about the pop are a little bit out there, I won't lie. Yes, it looks slightly off. It's going to look slightly off in every single pop, but I think it looks great overall. Another Gear 5 take I wanted to talk about was that some people were saying that the first Gear 5 pop looks better than this Gear 5 pop with the laughing mouth. And I just want to tell those people to pull out their glasses and really take a closer look. I really should not have done that with these glasses because I have contacts in and that just hurt. I'm sorry, but no one can convince me that the pop on the left looks way better than the pop on the right. The first Gear 5 pop looks so bland in the face, it's not even funny, and the mouth adds so much character on the new one. Now, by no means am I knocking this Luffy Gear 5 common pop. It's a great looking pop. They really nailed a lot of the details. If you really look at it, you will see that the clouds around his shoulders are really great. The running, kind of like skipping pose he does. You also have the arms stretching out, which I thought was just a fantastic detail. The only thing missing from this pop, even if it didn't have the red eyes, is the smile. If they put that same smile on this, it would have been such an amazing pop. So I'm just sorry. This is not better than the new one. Moving on to another problem people were saying about the pop is the base stand, which this one I actually agree with. Because Buggy the Clown, for example, had a lot of issues where his pop was constantly breaking due to the weight of the pop, and it would snap during shipping. People would arrive at home, take it out of box, and it would break on their shelf. So it is very possible that the stands could break on these over time. So here's hoping Funko learned from Buggy the Clown and a few of their other pops in the past. Some other things I saw people saying was that this one also deserved a chase just like the last common, which I do kind of agree, but at the same time, it doesn't really need a chase to be an excellent looking pop, because the glow would have been pretty simple just like the last one if they did do it. This is a pop that deserves a full glow, but as you saw in the common, Funko did not do that. Another chase situation I saw people suggesting was that this common Luffy pop should have been the regular one, and then the exclusive chase or whatever should have been where he was smiling and laughing. That could have actually really worked in Funko's favor, to be honest. Obviously, the way they did it, though, was create this one, sell a ton of them, and then put out the laughing one later where people are going to buy all of them because it's the better version. But honestly, if they made this the common and the laughing one the chase, they could have just reprinted that to the end of time and everybody would have bought that. Listen, One Piece fans, we look really, really bad right now because for months we complained about that first pop. Then we got a new one with teeth and now we're complaining. It's going to be hard to recover from this one, I'm not going to lie. Listen, I would say don't just look at the photos on this one. Wait until you get it in person in about like 2 months or so when it does arrive here in the United States to give your final verdict. And I'm saying that because I've seen pops in photos that I initially did not like, and once I got them in person, I liked them much more. I could see the details a little better. Photo quality and colors weren't really affecting my decision. It's just one of those things where I recommend you wait until you get it yourself to fully judge it. Because in my honest opinion, this is top 3 in the Luffy pops. This is up there with both of the Gear 4 pops. Alrighty guys, so that's pretty much everything that I have to say about the new Gear 5 Luffy pop. I can't wait to get it in person. I do have mine on pre-order. If you guys do need a pre-order, it is still available at GameStop right now, so make sure to get yours there. One more question I wanted to answer actually before I end off the video is that a lot of people, hopefully you made it this far by the way, is a lot of people are asking me about overseas. Where can you get them from there? So if you're in Europe, Funko Europe is going to drop this one in a couple months. I don't have an exact date, I'm sorry, but it will drop on Funko Europe. I've also been getting a lot of questions about Australia. You can actually get this one over on Pop Culture when they drop it, or Aussie Collectibles is another good place that I've heard. I'm not like fully giving them like a 5-star review, but I've heard from some of my subscribers that they are pretty decent. But those are just a couple places that I wanted to mention that will have them overseas. But feel free, any international or overseas subscribers of mine, let us know some good places overseas that do sell Funko Pops. Now, as a reminder, make sure to hit the like button down below if you did enjoy this video, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And lastly, make sure you follow me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.